These are your next 2 weeks ahead. This is a timeless message, so from the moment that you see me, this applies. The next 2 weeks, I see that there is some type of victory, some type of celebration, some type of achievement that you're going to be reaching in the next 2 weeks, okay? I feel like the energy here is something that has maybe been a little bit slow, but diligent. So you've maybe not been going as quick as you've wanted to with a certain situation here. All right, things may have felt just a little bit frustrating. The pace of things has felt frustrating is what I want to say, but there is a big switch up here coming up in the next 2 weeks for you where I feel like the energy is going to be gaining momentum, and you are going to be getting the results that you're looking for, getting the outcome that you're looking for. There's something here about a positive outcome in your favor, especially with the Justice card coming here, okay? So this is something that you deserve. You've been very diligent, practical, and thoughtful is what I want to say. And I feel like over the next 2 weeks, things are going to be getting less serious. And there's this energy of being able to move on, maybe from a painful chapter in our lives, a difficult chapter, okay? There is this closure is what I want to say over the next 2 weeks. But what I want to say is that when this cause for celebration comes in, when this win, achievement manifests into your reality, be very careful about who you share your good news with, okay? Because Spirit really wants you to be conscious and careful about the good news that you're sharing with others. Sometimes the people that we share information with, they may not have a great filter. Okay, maybe that's something you've been learning as well, how to filter the information that you share with others. And I know that can suck because when we get good news, we get excited about it and we want to share it with the people around us. But there's something here about being a little bit cautious about who you share your information with, all right? That's the biggest energy coming through here. There's going to be an increase in fun, enjoyment, pleasure over the next 2 weeks after this achievement, milestone, successful outcome, all right? So this is for you if you've been diligently working towards something, whether it be a goal, this feels like a goal. Now take it as it resonates, right? That everyone, each and every one of you probably have different things that you're trying to get done and get sorted out, but there's this energy that you've been very diligent. That word keeps wanting to come through, diligent, careful, inching your way towards this, okay? And so what you need to hear is that there is major cause for celebration and enjoyment over the next 2 weeks with something that's going to finally be coming in for you. I feel like it's going to be a switch up in energy for you because I'm just getting the sense that things have felt very serious for you. Things haven't felt lighthearted. And so I feel like that's why, because Spirit was really highlighting, at first I was going to just do a reading for the next week, but then Spirit was really highlighting the next 2 weeks for you. And so over the next 2 weeks, I really do think that something really great is going to be coming in for you. And so let's see what else. This feels like a pretty straightforward message. So for whoever I'm speaking to, there is this essence of venturing into the unknown. I feel like you've been going through this process of healing and letting go of baggage is what I want to say. Letting go of baggage. And so I feel like there is this new direction that you are moving towards. And perhaps it's been more of a slow and steady process where it hasn't been so much overnight that there's been this change. It's been more slow and steady. But there's this energy coming through that things are really going to start picking up for you over the next 2 weeks. And there is this confirmation for you, reassurance coming through today that there is movement forward into this uncharted territory is what I want to say. So perhaps a lot of you guys have been moving in a fresh direction. You've been rerouted. I want to say over the last 6 months, there's been this rerouting on your GPS map, okay, on your journey. And I think that a lot of you have been really striving for more passionate energy in your life. There's a lot of energy here coming through in your reading regarding passion, seeking more passion in our lives, more excitement, perhaps more creativity, more flair is what I want to say. Because maybe, yeah, things have felt a little bit boring and monotonous getting prepared or shifting over into this like new uncharted territory. And I think that as you've been shifting, as you've been getting things ready in a more mundane, practical sense, I think that you've kind of maybe lost sight of why you started moving in this new direction to begin with. And there's something here coming through about the next 2 weeks that there's kind of this reminder or revival of the why, of your why, okay? So for those of you that have been feeling a little bit like you've lost your why, that's changing over the next 2 weeks. And I'm getting the sense that over the next 2 weeks, there are some doors opening for you, some type of green light turning on that is allowing you to kind of leave things that just don't feel fulfilling anymore behind so that you can step into this new exciting experience that you've been kind of forging your path towards, if that makes sense. There's just this very diligent energy coming through for you, kind of like knocking a bunch of things off of your to-do list, knocking off things that you need to do. I'm seeing like a lot of tasks, a lot of errands, a lot of like little things that have needed to be sorted out. And again, I feel like that's why things have felt kind of boring. You've lost your why, you've lost the excitement that kind of got you moving in this direction to begin with. And like I said, over the next 2 weeks, that's being revitalized is what I want to say. And I'm just getting the sense that you're going to be able to like kick your feet up. Is that what it is? Like kick back? Like just, I'm seeing someone on a recliner. So maybe you have a recliner, favorite recliner of yours, something like that. But yeah, I'm seeing this like sigh of relief, like kicking my feet back, just being able to not have to be so serious. Okay? So if you feel like the last bit has felt like a serious chapter of really getting ourselves sorted, organized, again, having to deal with the mundane, not very sexy, fun stuff. I feel like that's changing, okay? So what else does Spirit want to tell you? Yeah, again, the same message is kind of being reiterated in a sense where there's this search or longing for more depth is what I'm feeling. More depth in our life, more excitement, more passion. And like I said, I feel like there's some type of renewal happening here over the next 2 weeks. Some of you guys that may be going through some type of legal proceeding, something to do with a lot of paperwork, paperwork's coming through for some of you. I feel like over the next 2 weeks, there's some type of approval, there's some type of communication that you've been waiting on, some type of information confirmation coming from some type of formal institution. Okay, and there's a positive outcome, positive news with that. That's going to bring some type of cause for celebration. And again, with this Queen of Wands, like, do you see how she's just cozying up next to that fire? Just totally chill, relaxed, you know? That's going to be you. So yeah, if you've had a really hectic few months, weeks, there's this strong message coming through today for you that's about to switch. There's also a King of Wands and Queen of Wands coming through. Okay, so divine counterpart. It could just, Ace of Cups coming through. Okay, interesting. I just heard power couple. Power couple, for those of you that are in union with someone already, I feel like there is an increase in romance, passion happening here with you and your person. There's been this very serious tone being highlighted for your reading today. So if you and your partner have been in like grind mode where it's just like been constant work, constant like boring tasks to be completed. There hasn't been a lot of like romance because you've just kind of had to like put your head down and get to work is what I'm hearing. There is some type of pleasure, enjoyment, just a moment of celebration between the two of you for the fact that your hard work is paying off in some way. There's some type of like manifestation coming through here with the Magician that you guys have made happen. Okay, there's something also here about the masculine side of the family. So we may need to be careful with the information that we share, or that our partner is sharing with their side of the family. Okay, again, take that as it resonates. It won't be for all of you. But the next 2 weeks honestly seem really nice. It seems like it's this like fresh of breath air that you've been waiting for. I feel like some of you guys have been just very focused on a certain goal, very focused on bringing something in. And I just feel like over the next 2 weeks, there is this lightness that's going to be entering into your life. And for those of you that are currently single, I'm getting the energy that there may be some type of fated connection, whether it be a friendship or a romantic partner entering your life in the next 2 weeks. So if you find yourself in some type of, I don't know, place of entertainment, place of fun, place of leisure, that could look like anything, right? There may be I'm feeling a fated connection entering your life over the next 2 weeks. For some of you guys, this is something you've been manifesting, okay? So I want to say over the next 2 weeks, any opportunity you get to go out, celebrate, let loose, you need to take that, okay? Knight of Cups, yeah. Knight of Cups, because there may be some type of offer of friendship, of love coming through for you in the next 2 weeks. And maybe that's why you need to hear this message. It feels kind of like pressing, like Spirit really wanted me to hone in on this timeline for you. So next 2 weeks, there may just be some type of, heartfelt offer that is good for you. It's needed. Yeah, change and prosperity lies ahead. Okay, yeah, so I feel like there is some type of milestone, celebration, achievement coming through for you. Personal growth over the next 2 weeks. Personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, whatever you've been working towards, trying to resolve. Again, this feels like a very practical energy that you've been in. It gives me very like a third and sixth house, honestly, like running errands in the neighborhood, submitting paperwork or planning things out, calendars, like the stuff we need, but the stuff that isn't that exciting necessarily. That's the energy I've been getting. And so, yeah, I feel like over the next 2 weeks, you're going to be seeing your hard work pay off, and there's some type of manifestation coming through Pluto. Okay, guys, so big changes over the next 2 weeks. It could be a lot of destined events happening. Love, what did I say? Okay, some of you guys are going to be meeting some type of important person over the next 2 weeks. Some of you guys, again, guys, these feel like massive shifts. So these massive shifts can come as meeting a soulmate, whether it be a, romantic partner, best friend, but these connections that really make an impact, an imprint on our journey. All right. For others of you, it's just this increase in love, enjoyment in your life where things just feel more pleasurable. A lot of Venus energy coming through here. Okay. And whatever has felt like you've had to resolve, whatever has felt monotonous, again, I feel like that is shifting, and I just feel like sigh of relief. Whatever family stuff has been going on. So again, health could be significant for some of you. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting some type of health issue with a family member or in the home. Something here with the home. So if there's been something of that sort happening, expect some major change, positive change for the better. All right, believe in the impossible. Yeah, this could be something that has felt quite scary. This is the example I'm getting. This won't resonate for all of you, definitely, but I'm getting the comparison of perhaps a family member being diagnosed with some like terminal illness or an illness in an advanced stage, and getting really positive news that there's been some type of reduction to cancer, for example, or that the treatment's working, something like this that we thought was unlikely. There's some type of positive transformation turnaround happening here. But take it as it resonates. It could just be, you know, whatever has been happening for you specifically that has felt a little bit impossible. Maybe there's been a lot of setbacks and a lot of disharmony in the household as a result, because there's just been a lot of tension. There's something here about luck being on your side. Okay, I hope that's focusing. Yeah, luck being on your side, all right? So again, like whatever it is, it could be, again, meeting that special person, that soulmate you thought was never going to happen. It happens. Or someone's health miraculously improves. Either way, there's a physical activity coming through, and follow your dreams. Yeah, you and your loved ones are safe. So maybe some of you guys have been worried about somebody's health in the household. And physical activity and health coming through. Some of you guys may have been more focused on your health, getting more active. You're going to be seeing some type of positive result, or some type of manifestation that comes in as a result of you maybe moving energy through your body and improving your health. It's something funny here where it's interconnected. Maybe you don't realize it is, but it is. And then follow your dreams. Whatever it is that you've been pursuing, like I said, you've, in the recent past, shifted directions in some capacity. And it just feels like over the next 2 weeks, it's like really being highlighted that there is this major achievement and win coming in, major manifestation coming in, like the planets or the universe is conspiring in your favor, all right? Maybe some of you guys have been visualizing something and it's been working. It's been working. So yeah, expect some positive shifts over the next 2 weeks. I love you. I hope that resonated. You can book a personal reading with me. Link is in the description. But either way, I will see you next time.